and gentlemen, members of the media, a very good afternoon to you all, and thank you all for your presence here today. I'm Supreet Bedi, and on behalf of Samsung, I welcome you all to this epic launch of the iconic, the all-new Samsung Z3. Samsung has always been known for its groundbreaking technological innovations and design excellence, and the all-new Samsung Z3 is here to endorse that, yet again. The Samsung Z3 is truly amazing, as it boasts of a lot of features that will help create its own niche. With every successive launch, Samsung has raised the bar. And today, we are here to unveil the next in the Z series. There is clearly a lot to share today, so without further ado, I would like to invite on stage Mr. H.C. Hong, President and CEO, Samsung India Electronics. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, shall we?
Thank you very much, Sri. Namaste, India. It's an exciting day for all of us today. Also the start of an auspicious season here in India. And I'd like to convey my warm wishes to everyone on the occasion of Navratri. 9 months ago, on January 14, on yet another auspicious day of Makar Sankranti, we had launched the first Tizen-powered smartphone, Samsung Z1. Today, with around 1 million Z1 satisfied users, we are gathered here again to witness the global launch of our latest and another exciting offering for the Indian consumers, the Samsung Z3. Once again, India will be the first market in the world to witness the launch of the next generation Tizen smartphone. India is the most significant country for Samsung, and the launch today reaffirms our commitment to strengthen the user-friendly Tizen device portfolio. And its ecosystem in India, Tizen ecosystem has seen remarkable growth in India. We are now taking the experience to the next level. Tizen Z3 is made in India. And it is a proud moment for us. We have been in India for the last 20 years, and our 45,000 employees are committed to discovering new ways to delight our customers by exceeding their expectations. Samsung Z3 promises to deliver a superior and differentiated smartphone experience, which would be rewarding, engaging, and efficient. Samsung Z3 comes preloaded with a unique consumer-friendly platform, My Galaxy. My Galaxy makes your everyday awesome and provide exclusive deals, services, rewards, and entertainment such as on food, dining, travel, movies, upgrades and buyback offers with state-of-the-art real-time customer care backup. We understand how much India loves music, and keeping in mind the diversity of India, I am very pleased to announce Samsung's unique integration of mixed radio on Z3 where you choose the music you like from a list of over 30 million songs in multiple local languages. We design for India. We create for India. That is why we make for India. And what makes us even more proud at this moment is because this is an offering from India to the world. We are confident that with your support, Jazz3 will scale new heights and set benchmarks for us in India. Best wishes for Navratri season. Thank you. धन्यवाद.
Let's hear it for Samsung Z3, ladies and gentlemen. High on style, higher on aesthetics, and highest on performance. That's the all-new Samsung Z3. A perfect photo opportunity there as well, so click away. Have a round of applause for Dr. Jason Kwok, Mr. Dipesh Shah, Mr. Asif Varsi, and Mr. Mohan Rao. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, I'm sure after that dramatic introduction, we all really want to know more about this marvel, its features, the specifications. So let's dive deeper into the amazing world of the all-new Samsung Z3. So let's invite back on stage Mr. Asim Warsi, Vice President, Mobile and IT Business, Samsung India Electronics. Huge round of applause, please.
Thank you, Supreet. Thank you very much.
Now.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed my privilege to be here before you for what is yet another milestone for Samsung as we announce the next and the newest addition to the Z family. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as a market leader, we are committed to enriching the lives of our consumers. With this in mind, we were inspired to launch the Samsung Z1 to really address the needs of over 500 million feature phone users in India who were yet to start their journey into the world of smartphones. We saw an immense opportunity and a responsibility to empower these consumers. And the key really lay in addressing the specific needs of these consumers. The need for simplicity, for entertainment, and for lasting and sufficient battery power. These were the fundamentals along which the Samsung Z1, based on the Tizen platform, was founded. Now, in Z1, we offered a simple, fun, and a smart experience. Our guests and members of the media out here today, we at Samsung are really proud to share with you that Z1 received a phenomenal response in India in the sense that Z1 sold in its first 6 months of sales operations a magical mark of 1 million devices and continues to count from there. Really a proud moment for all of us at Samsung because we were able to achieve what we'd set out to do, and that is to trigger the smart life amongst the Indian feature phone users. This is a testimony of our commitment to both the consumers as well as the Tizen platform. India as a country and as a market for Samsung has been spearheading both the development as well as the propagation of the Tizen ecosystem. The Tizen Developer Summit, which was held in July, where we reinforced our commitment to the Tizen community by hosting over 800 local developers as well as industry stalwarts. Samsung also offers an incubation center in a Bangalore R&D facility exactly to support these local developers for Tizen. Now, on the back of this resounding response to Z1 in India, our consumers have really inspired us to launch a new device in the Z series. A new device which will, for sure, elevate consumer experience by several levels. We've decided to enhance the current attributes of the Z1 and take it several steps further, going from simple to simple and rewarding, from fun to fun and engaging, and from smart to smart and efficient. This is really the essence of what consumers of Z3 will come to enjoy and expect of this device. Now let's talk about our first section, the simple and rewarding part of Z3. Now, if you recollect, in Z1, we had introduced a smartphone experience that was really about ease and simplicity. Now, we are going to keep this attribute very much intact in the Z3, but we've added a very important dimension, and that is of rewarding experience through the Z3 for our consumers. Now, we know on the one hand that Indian consumers are value conscious, and they seek better and better value every single day. On the other, we also see and learn of the growing and the rapidly growing trend of consumers using app-based e-commerce services and platforms through their mobile phones. Now, built on these two important insights, we are really pleased to launch a very unique, first of its kind, consumer engagement platform, which we call My Galaxy. Now, this is an entirely new service, not only to Samsung anywhere, but even and across any other known aggregated platforms that we know of in India today. My Galaxy as a service is really designed to give our consumers an awesome everyday through offers, differentiated value-added services, deals and discounts, and even device care services. And consumers will enjoy these offers and services forever, so long as they are using a Samsung smartphone. Now, My Galaxy has really 4 segments to it. Let's understand each. It has home, it has services, it has care, and it has the My page. The first one is the home section. Now, this is where consumers gain access to customized feeds that will continuously update and bring them deals and offers based on their usage pattern. Now, this is really that surprise alley where consumers, every time they get in, they're going to be surprised with those little lovely things which are discounts and offers. Deals would also be localized, and they would be unique to the kind of devices that they would be served through to our consumers. Now, a simple swipe to the left gets you to our second section. That really is the services section, where we have essentially bunched up the most important services. Now, research shows us that consumers use their mobile devices for shopping online, and that's about 50% of them which do that. 36% use it to book travel tickets, and like these, there are very important other services that consumers today access through their mobile phones. So what we did is to really pick up the most important and extensively used categories for consumers. Example, we've taken recharge, we've taken travel, movies, fashion, food, and several other really important segments and categories for consumers. And in this, we have gone ahead and partnered with the biggest brands in each of these categories operating in India. Through these brands, we are going to get to our consumers exclusive offers that they would really, surely enough, get in really awesome every day through these. Now, when we've tied up with brands like Amazon, Paytm, Book My Show, Pizza Hut, amongst several other leaders that we've partnered across these categories, we do believe consumers will enjoy these services through this kind of an integrated platform, and the kind of deals they will possibly get will be better than they would get from anywhere else. So really, our effort is to provide consumers unmatched offers through the Samsung devices and the Samsung My Galaxy ecosystem, and most likely consumers would not get these kind of offers and discounts if they were to choose to access it from any other gate. So before going any further, I'd really like to share what our valued brand partners have to say on this first-of-a-kind tie-up that Samsung has got them together on. Can we have them, please?
We at Nearby are extremely excited to be part of the My Galaxy platform. And with this partnership, we believe millions of users will be able to discover this hyperlocal and personalized experience.
With Samsung's My Galaxy, we wish to reach out to consumers in an engaging manner. In a world where mobile only is gaining currency, we couldn't think of a better and a more robust partner than the smartphone leader, Samsung.
This association will definitely help unlock true potential of mobile as it offers quality, taste, convenience and value at the click of a button. It is a perfect example of using leading-edge technology to drive both relevance and ease of access.
Congratulations to Samsung for launching My Galaxy platform. Paytm is India's largest payment service, and we are really excited with this partnership.
We're glad to join forces with Samsung, the leader in the Indian smartphone market.
Book My Show is India's largest platform for booking movie and event tickets online. We are very excited with partnering with My Galaxy platform of Samsung, India's largest smartphone brand. Through this partnership, consumers can enjoy many exciting offers and benefits on their favorite movies and events.
We are absolutely delighted to partner with Samsung on the My Galaxy platform. This platform creates a very new and innovative way to engage with our customers through a very strong value proposition.
We continuously look for new, unique and convenient ways for our customers to shop anytime, anywhere. Our association with Samsung is part of that strategy.
Thank you and all the best.
So at Samsung, we are really grateful to all our partners for coming together to really deliver the most unique integrated service platform with their help and their brands. We're also glad to inform that consumers would be able to save up to 1,000 rupees or maybe more every month, depending on the usage of services through this kind of a platform, which is My Galaxy. Now, another simple swipe to the left brings you to our third section, and that really is the care section, where we help our consumers get the most from their devices. How do we do this? Now, through this section, we make it convenient to locate Samsung exclusive stores or Samsung service centers for any assistance in that geographical proximity of the consumer at any given point of time, any location in India. We would be, in a matter of time, be adding a new service within CARE, which is the Samsung Smart Tutor service. And this is really interesting and a unique one. This really is for troubleshooting, where a user can contact a remote expert over the phone who will be able to take over the device function and fix certain technical issues or help optimize the device's performance all over the air. Now, My Galaxy goes to the fourth section, which is really the My page. This is where a consumer or a user can save all his deals of interest by simply clicking on the heart icon. Now, by doing this, in My page, the consumer will have easy access to all his preferred deals through this single location and a simple location within My Galaxy. This service also integrates with the payback account of a consumer to give the updated point status to the consumer. Now, the users will be able to get rewarded for their purchases, but also they can redeem through a plethora of options, including redeeming their points at our exclusive stores or the Samsung India e-store for that matter, every time they buy a Samsung product through My Galaxy. We will continue to create more and more value and opportunity for consumers to earn points as well as to burn these points at free will of theirs. I am pleased to announce to you all that the My Galaxy service, this profound integrated app service that we are getting, is going to be available for all Samsung users via the Tizen store as well as the Google Play Store starting now. It's already gone live. We would really be happy that many of you also download it on your Samsung devices. For sure, this device, or rather this service, has been designed for simplicity and ease of use, and the app has a really intuitive and a friendly UI, and you will experience that when you do. And we're pretty hopeful and pretty sure that it will provide a truly rewarding and a great experience with all the area of deals and discounts that consumers will come to discover through this platform. Now let's move on to the next section, which is really about how Z3 provides an engaging experience coupled with fun. And trust me at this point, there is a very interesting surprise for you all, because you're going to be really engaged and hooked as we go forward in this presentation. Now in Z1, if you recollect, we had a great entertainment offering, and that was encapsulated in the form of the Joybox. Through Joybox, we had 4 services. There was FM radio, music streaming, live TV, and movies. This came to consumers free for the first 3 months of their use. Now, amongst all these services that consumers accessed, we saw that the highest adoption really came for FM radio as well as for music streaming. And through this, we clearly learned that free music and free entertainment for consumers is so important. So what do? We power Z3 with Mix Radio. Now, Mix Radio contains the largest repository of music that there is out there. And what we've done further is to make it free for our consumers for their lifetime. Now, in an exclusive partnership with Samsung, Z3 consumers will get access to over 1,000 premixes, over 30 million tracks, over 8 hours of offline music, and also music in 12 Indian languages. We believe that Mixed Radio has the world's most powerful music recommendation engine, where consumers can really choose to create their own mix by selecting the genres they like and getting access to the widest range of music that I just described. Be it Rahman to Rihanna, choose what you will, it's available on Mixed Radio. We understand that the algorithm that's been used by Mixed Radio is really the smartest one out there. You simply select any artist and it pulls other artists as well that consumers may enjoy listening to, and we believe it's a great way to discover newer music, newer content. So it's very simple to just click it, start it, and start enjoying your music. Incidentally, however, if you don't have enough time to create your own mixes through Mixed Radio, there is also a plethora, over 1,000 premixes ready for consumers to use and access. These are pre-curated mixes out there. So, for instance, I want to play Sufi music. I can browse to an artist or a mix of my choice, simply click and start streaming it. It's that easy to go. The mix that you stream also appeals to your taste, and you can be sure that whether you use it online or offline, you can use it at your free will at any point of time and play it even when you don't have network connectivity. Now let's test this cool feature. Let's say you want to hear Kailash Kher, the Kailash Kher mix that you had taken offline. What do? You just click on it and wait for Kailash Kher to start playing.
Go, go, go. Go, 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 go.
हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्कार। मैं बहुत ही अच्छे वाले रीज़न से यहाँ पे हूँ। आई एम विद माई मिनी सेटअप ऑफ कैलासा द बैंड। वाई वी आर हियर, आई वुड लाइक टू say a few words before I start singing, and that is, we are living in the era of fusion culture. इस फ्यूजन कल्चर ने बहुत सारे कन्फ्यूजन भी पैदा किए हुए हैं, एंड म्यूजिक इरेज ऑल द कन्फ्यूजन्स, सो वी आर हियर फॉर यू। होप यू आर गोइंग टू एंजॉय द मिनी सेट ऑफ कैलासा। नमस्कार। Good beginning. I like it. Whenever, so. हीरे मोती मैं ना चाहूं, मैं तो चाहूं संगम तेरा, मैं तो चाहूं सैमसंग तेरा, मैं तो तेरी मिक्स रेडियो, तू है मेरा सैया, सैया तू जो छू ले प्यार से आराम से मर जाऊं, आजा चंदा बाहों में तुझ में ही गुम हो जाऊं, मैं तेरे नाम में खो जाऊं सैया, सैया इश्क जुनू जब हद से बढ़ जाए, इश्क जुनू जब हद से बढ़ जाए, हंसते हंसते आशिक सूली चढ़ जाए, जब इश्क का जादू सर चढ़ कर बोले, जब इश्क का जादू सर चढ़ कर बोले, खूब लगा लो पहरे रस्ते रब खोले, यही इश्क दी मर्जी है, यही रब दी मर्जी है, यही इश्क दी मर्जी है, यही रब दी मर्जी है, तेरे बिन जीना कैसा हाँ खुद गर्जी है, तूने क्या कर डाला, मर गई मैं, मिट गई मैं, ओ जी हाँ जी हो गई मैं, दीवानी दीवानी तेरी दीवानी, दीवानी तेरी दीवानी, दीवानी तेरी मैं दीवानी। हाथ जोड़ के बोली गवर जा, हाथ जोड़ के बोली गवर जा। तीनों लोग बसाए बस्ती में, तीनों लोग बसाए बस्ती में। आप बसे वीराने में जी, आप बसे वीराने में। अजी राम भजो जी, राम भजो जी, राम भजो जी, राम भजो जी। शिव का वंदन किया करो, अजी शिव का वंदन किया करो जी। अगड़ बम 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 लहरी, अगड़ बम 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 लहरी, अगड़ बम 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 लहरी, अगड़ बम 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 लहरी। एक सुनो जी पार्वती मेरी, एक सुनो गोरा रानी। इस जंगल में तू क्या पावेगी, कंजरी बन बन मर जावेगी। हाथी चिंगाड़े शेर दहाड़, हाथी चिंगाड़े शेर दहाड़। कसम रमाऊं धुनी रमाऊं, तांडव कर कर डमरू बजाऊं। गुफा बीच में रहे टेरारी, अभी संभल जाए गोरारी, अभी मान जाए गोरा। मेरे भूत की माला गले पड़ी, मेरे खक्कर माला गले पड़ी। तू तो देखी से डर जावेगी, मेरे संग तू क्या पाव। कोई अच्छा कुंवर राजा का ढूंढ, कोई रूप कमर राजा का ढूंढ। तो रानी बन के बैठ में, तू रानी बन के बैठ महल। अरे संभल जाए गोरारी, वहाँ मान जाए गोरारी। अगर बम 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 लहरी, अगर बम 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 लहरी। ओए अगर बम 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 लहरी, अगर बम 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 लहरी।
बम बम शिव शंकर शंभू महादेव, शिव शंकर शंभू जटाजूट हर शंकर शंभू भस्मधार, शिव शंकर शंभू। बम बम शिव शंकर शंभू महादेव, शिव शंकर शंभू जटाजूट हर शंकर शंभू भस्मधार, शिव शंकर शंभू। बम बम शिव शंकर शंभू महादेव, शिव शंकर शंभू जटाजूट हर शंकर शंभू भस्मधार, शिव शंकर शंभू।
कैलाश खेर साहब, यहाँ सारे मौजूद मेहमानों की तरफ से मैं आपको आदाब अर्ज करता हूँ।
थैंक यू।
आपने इस खुश मौके पे जो Z3 का लॉन्च है, जिस तरीके से अपनी गायकी से इसको संवारा है, इसकी तारीफ करना मेरे लिए तो काबिल नहीं है, लेकिन दुआएं हैं कि आपका हुनर, आपका फ़न और कामयाबी की चोटियाँ पाए। और सबकी तरफ से तहे दिल से आपका शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सैमसंग के और सैमसंग के सारे गेस्ट और मीडिया की तरफ से आपका शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत।
थैंक यू। नमस्कार।
इसी के साथ with this magical performance I'd like to invite on stage Jonathan. Jonathan Dworkin is the CMO of Mixed Radio. Can we have Jonathan here, please? That's Jonathan. I'd like us to. Do you have a Z3?
Yeah, yes.
Lovely. I'd like you to pose with your Z3 right here. Great. It's perfect. Let's go.
आपको मिलेगा एक एक।
Jonathan, I think they want you to pose that side. Face that side of it. All right. Great. Thank you so much. कैलाश खेर साहब, आदाब, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप आए, इसका हमारा तहे दिल से आपका शुक्रिया।
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thank you, John. Wonderful meeting.
You too.
Jonathan, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. That is really going to be a challenge to follow that.
All right. That's interesting to hear. Jonathan, let's begin by understanding what's your take on this partnership between Mixed Radio and Samsung?
You know, first of all, this is a gorgeous device, and the combination between the Tizen operating system and this great design and the services you're offering, it's just congratulations. It's really, really beautiful, and congratulations on the success with C1.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You know, I was about to ask you the next question, which is, what do you think about the Z3? But I think you just said it all, and it's lovely of you, very nice of you to say what you just did. Jonathan, tell us about Mixed Radio from your point of view. Tell us something about your
so,
brand?
Mix Radio is the world's most personal music service. And what that means is that while we're a global service, music is intensely local. So we've been in India for more than 10 years, introducing more than 20 million consumers to streaming music. And so what that means is that we've invested and built relationships with rights holders, and we have billions of data points that we're constantly crunching to build the algorithm that you talked about earlier, to get the right song in front of the right consumer at the right time. And that is very, very challenging work, but something we believe really deeply in.
Fantastic. And that's really Mixed Radio India. Tell us, in short, why is Mixed Radio so successful the world over?
Radio is the most consumed music medium on the face of the planet. And yet it really has been slow to cross the digital divide. So we're really excited to bring to consumers a very, very simple to use service that really brings them closer and closer to the artists they love. And that's also, by the way, not just about the algorithm, but also about having hand-curated experience from our teams, curated experiences from our team of musicologists based here in India.
Fantastic, John. I think, our own sense is at Samsung that perhaps one of the most used application on our smartphones is really going to be the Mixed Radio music service. So we really look forward to giving consumers great experiences and great differentiated music experiences through Mixed Radio.
I hope so. And today we're very, very happy to announce this partnership. But tomorrow, I think the most exciting thing is that somebody will fall in love for the first time listening to Mixed Radio on a Samsung device. So thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, John. Really, thank you for partnering with Samsung on Mixed Radio. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. So ladies and gentlemen, Mixed Radio really delivers unparalleled music experience. And this will also be available across our range of smartphones. So, of course, it's going to come preloaded on the Z3, but it's also going to be available for Tizen as well as Android devices, and it's already, as we speak, available on the Tizen store and the Android Play Store. We just witnessed entertainment come alive on the Samsung Z3. Now, we take this yet another step further. We understand at Samsung the importance of entertainment consumption and how smartphones serve as that primary viewing screen for a majority of our consumers. And with that in view, what we power Z3 is with a 5-inch HD display, which comes with Samsung's marquee Super AMOLED display technology that gives 40% more colors and 100 times deeper contrast for a viewing experience that's truly immersive. We also see smartphones today serve as a primary photography device. Now, as consumers capture their precious moments, we see increasingly, more than ever before, them sharing images across their friends, family, and society. Now, Samsung is known to have smartphones with the best cameras the world over. And on this front, the Z3 is no less. The Z3 will come powered with an 8-megapixel rear shooter. It is also designed to provide an advanced selfie experience through modes such as the auto mode, beauty mode, a 120-degree wide selfie mode, and all this featured through a 5-megapixel front camera for really lifelike pictures. The Samsung Z3 has been designed to really give consumers not only a fun, but a truly engaging experience. And we believe what could be more engaging than games? Now, an astounding 64% of users of Z1 play games on their devices. So, in an effort to give our consumers a truly great gaming experience, we have tied up with the leading developers to preload popular games. Here we are pleased to announce our partnership with Rovio for a hugely popular franchise of Angry Birds. Keeping specifically the Indian consumer in mind, we will also be preloading a cricket game through Games to Win. And we would also have the Asphalt Nitro racing game through Gameloft. We've just described how the Z3 will give consumers a simple and rewarding and a fun and engaging experience. We also wanted to take smart to the next level by making it smart and efficient. Now, we've done this simply through the Tizen platform, which itself provides for a lighter experience, both in terms of resource consumption as well as designing it to be light on your pocket. Let's get into the details. Samsung has recently, as many of you may be aware, we recently announced and launched the Ultra Data Saving Mode to address one of the most fundamental and biggest barriers to smartphone adoption in India, and that barrier being really of high data costs. So the UDS mode really comprises of two important sections. One is the data compression, the other is of data management. Let's talk about both in part. When UDS feature is enabled on this device, you can get up to 40% data saving without compromising on the content quality. Data management, on the other hand, will give power back to the consumer to decide which apps, up to 8 different apps, that he will allow background data streaming to still continue on, the rest gets shut off. And through this, it also enhances not just data saving, but also the performance of the device, because the consumer can expect up to 1.5 times more of standby time of that battery of the device. Now, to make it further lighter on the pocket of the consumer, we are also going to offer a 1 GB data plan for 2 months in partnership with Vodafone. If you recollect again, in Z1 we had introduced offline browsing. With Z3, we're going to take offline access to an altogether different level, where we are going to preload Here Maps. Now, Here Maps give consumers the functionality, or simply taking a map offline will be very easy for consumers by selecting the city of their choice that they want to explore. So effectively, a consumer will be able to not just browse and stream his map or use his maps offline, he will also be able to use it for offline navigation. That's a whole new experience with or without data. Now, apart from the data expense, feature phone users are also wary of the need to constantly charge the batteries of the devices. On this front, the Samsung Z3 is equipped with the popular Ultra Power Saving Mode feature, which is designed to give you that extra juice of power when you really need it the most. So what it does is, it gives you up to a day more of standby time with a mere 10% battery charge remaining. What it does actually shut down the non-essential apps while still ensuring that as a user you stay connected. Now, Samsung Z3 is also loaded with multiple India-centric themes, and it features a theme store so consumers can really customize their devices from a wide array of attractive user interfaces. So from cool India-centric themes, let's move on to one of the most important dimensions of this device. And yes, I'm talking really about the design of this device. We made sure that all this new technology and cool services really come in a fresh design. I'd request you all after this presentation to experience the devices on stage for yourselves. And when you do, you will find that the Z3 sports a striking metallic look, and it also bears certain key and signature design cues borrowed from a flagship set of devices. We will be launching this in 3 important colors, the most popular colors. There's black, silver, and gold. The Samsung Z3 will be available in India for 8,490 rupees approximately, and it goes on sale in about a week from now. It's going to be available indeed across all our offline stores, but very interestingly, through one of India's largest e-commerce platforms who we are partnering up with to launch the Z3 in the online space exclusively, and that is Snapdeal. On this note, I'd like to invite Kunal Behel onto stage. He is the founder and CEO of Snapdeal. Kunal. Warm welcome. It's a pleasure to have you on stage here with us to launch the Samsung Z3. You know, it's really heartening. You guys are so busy, and you must be so busy with all the frenzy of offers and discounts and deals consumers in India are enjoying from Snapdeal right now. But you've taken time to come here for the launch of Z3. Thank you so much, Kunal.
No, thanks a lot for having me. I won't miss this for anything in the world.
Thank you so much, Kunal. Kunal, straight up, what's your take on the device? How do you find the Samsung Z3?
It's fantastic. I've actually been playing around with it. I actually love the themes. The themes are very Indian, of course, and very, very beautifully done. But overall, the device doesn't seem like a device at that price point. Also, I love the fact that around the whole My Galaxy thing, because the future of smartphones is services and not only the hardware.
Fantastic. You know, that was actually my next question. In your sense, you're seeing an integrated platform that we are trying to piece together, and we are trying to give consumers what we believe and we observe through all our data analytics and tons of data analytics, what consumers do most with their devices. So what's your take on this My Galaxy service?
I think, I don't think consumers will be buying only hardware going forward, or will be only buying a brand as they have been in the past. I think consumers will be buying hardware, a brand, and what services come with it. And my encouragement why I was so encouraged seeing this was because it's great that you're thinking about creating a habit of using the Samsung phone through the services on My Galaxy. This is absolutely the future, so very exciting that, that Samsung is pioneering this.
You sense that really well, Kunal. That's really our attempt to give consumers endearing and ongoing value long into the purchase and post the purchase of the device itself. They should and they ought to get the best out of their devices, which we are trying to put together for our consumers. So great to hear that from you, Kunal, the way you sense it. Kunal, lastly, what's your take on our partnership?
You know, we've been, of course, partners for a while now, Samsung and Snapdeal, and as we graduate into higher orbits at Snapdeal with providing better products, better quality of service, and better experience overall, I think this partnership is very much a step in the right direction. And we are excited that we are partnering with a forward-looking operating system, Tizen, and a flagship global launch which is happening in India with the Samsung Z3. So super excited, and I'm sure we'll do more things together.
Kunal, I can say this on behalf of Samsung. It's an honor and it's a delight to partner with none other than Snapdeal on the important launch of Samsung Z3 in India. And I think it's advantage the Indian consumer when we come together. Thank you so much, Kunal. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure.
We'll do the phone?
All right, yeah, why not? If I think a few of them have walked out, but there are some TV crews there. All right. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that gets me to the end of the launch of the Samsung Z3 from my point of view. We are going to invite you to come on stage and experience these devices for yourselves firsthand. Thank you so much. I wish you all a happy Navratra that have already started and a great festive season ahead. All the very best to you all. Thank you so much.
Asif, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
would request you to stay on stage. We're not going to let you go just yet because we are going to get into the Q&A session here. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions. You've given us a wonderful insight into the world of Z3. All right, to join us here, may I also invite Mr. Dipesh Shah, Deputy Managing Director, SRI Bangalore, and Mr. Rajiv Misra, VP Corporate Communications. Let's welcome them with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They have the answers to all your questions ahead.
Can we have a mic? It's right here. Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, the floor is now open for your questions. Kindly raise your hand and our lovely ushers will bring a mic to you. Please do remember to introduce yourself and your publication before you ask your questions. So gentlemen, over to you for the Q&A session.
Thank you. Just one request. Please ask questions related with Z3 only. Please start.
Hi, this is Rohit from Intellect Digest. First of all, congratulations for this launch. I really like the design language. My question is regarding the positioning of this device. There is J2 which came out recently. It also offers many of these features including the mixed radio, ultra data saving. So doesn't it confuse buyers on which one to pick and having two devices so close in price and positioning?
I think that's a great question. The Samsung Z3 is really aimed at taking the smartphone experience to the next level for people who are current feature phone users aspiring to start their smartphone journey. And therefore, we've kept the fundamentals of simplicity, fun, and smartness, which Z1 espoused, alive, and taken it to the next level of keeping it rewarding, engaging, and really all that I spoke of is the effort in trying to get consumers from a feature phone to enjoy their first smartphone experience. And we believe that consumers, when they move from their feature phone to a smartphone, need to get the best of what smartphones have to offer. So if you look at the kind of stack which you also sensed in terms of design or display or the engine that powers it or the kind of battery of services that we've packed into this is really the very best of what smartphones have to offer, yet keeping it very simple and easy and light for them to use. On the other hand, J2, it's a very interesting model and a launch we had recently, and J2 itself has built its bones on 4G capability, on Super AMOLED capability, on the UDS, which we announced for the first time and launched that feature. Of course, UDS also comes on Z3 now, but we really announced it there. And that, in our effort, is really to upgrade the early or the entrant of smartphone users. So who've already just started their smartphone journey, the next device of lust for them ought to be the J2.
So you mean that they should start with a Z3 and then go to J2?
Why not?
All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi. Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com. This is a follow-up to the Rohit question again. You are saying that a lot of people who are using feature phone, they should go for the Z3. And don't you think that those many people who are right now using feature phone, they're already considering an Android option because Android is much more recognized. Their friends are using it. Someone has already suggested them an Android phone as compared to Z3. And even if you think about the last phone which we have seen with this OS, that was a long time back. And we did not see any new phone coming after that, especially with this platform. So what do you have to say about that? A lot of feature phone people, they are already considering Android options, which are so many in the market, to confuse them already, and they will be picking most probably that thing because someone has recommended that platform to them and they know about the platform.
I get your question. Our thought on this is that consumers are most welcome to choose what their device and OS of upgrade has to be. We at Samsung are in the business of offering choice to our consumers, and we straddle operating systems, as you are aware of, the way we straddle Android on the one part, and also now the second device that we've launched on Z3. What I must say here is that while it is entirely consumer choice and Android becomes a very popular operating system and we sell huge volumes of Android-based devices in India, there is also a segment of consumers which we've read very closely and understood very closely. When they are wanting to move up to their first smartphone, there are certain basic things they're looking at, and I spoke of that during my presentation. For example, they're looking at ease of use or simplicity or cost and efficiency or battery standby and capability. And each of these we are systematically not only addressing in Z1, but we're taking to a new level in Z3. So we are making it more rewarding. We are making it more intuitive, easier, lighter for consumers to use who are typically moving up from feature phone to smartphone. So really it's consumers to choose and seek the device and the operating system. We're in the business of offering them range and choice.
One last thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you said, is that enough?
Sorry?
Whatever you said, which you are offering with Z3, is that enough as per you, as of now, considering the competition which is there in the market?
So on our side, we believe Z3 is a really powerful device for consumers who are typically seeking their first smartphone experience or they're early into their smartphone lives, really speaking. What we've done in keeping the UX, the services, the rewards and deals and discounts packaged through My Galaxy, the kind of entertainment on the go, both online and offline, the kind of device specs and therefore device performance that gets enabled from this, we've really packed the best there is in some of our premium most devices, including design, into this one. So we think it's a really interesting and a really powerful device we'll be launching to consumers in India.
Yeah. Yeah. Over there. Yeah, please.
I want to know, why do you choose the name Z3 and not Z2?
Dipesh, that's an interesting question.
We missed it.
I think that's a great idea. We should store that for the next device we launch. No, on a serious note. So we have a device nomenclature based on certain features and specs. I won't get into the details and bore you all over here, but suffice to say that this device really falls into the Z3 category. And one of the things you can sense from it is that it's a significant step jump from our lens. What Z1 offered, this is not about Z2. This is really the third generation we step jump to. So it's a really powerful device.
Okay, yeah, over there. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Can you share any update on Tizen App Store, number of apps present in the...
Sorry, you're from where, sir?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nitansh from 91mobiles.com.
Devansh?
Nitansh.
Your question, please.
Yeah, my question is, can you share any update on the Tizen App Store, like number of apps present or how many developers are currently?
So the update on that is that the Tizen App Store is continuously getting updated. It's a moving target and it's a ever-evolving, ever-enriching storefront. That, of course, is a very key aspect of giving a smartphone experience to consumers. On the other, and equally important from our point of view and our lens, is what do consumers really use? What do they really want? And we have reams of data and understanding of what consumers seek to do through their devices. What are the kind of apps, experiences typically consumers use? We research that. And from that, we find the kind of services, the kind of applications, the kind of experiences they're seeking. We've really tried to put the most important ones, the most essential ones into one casket, and that's, or one case, that is My Galaxy. So My Galaxy really is that confluence of all the most important deals, services, experiences, entertainment, device care in one single window.
So interesting you talked about My Galaxy, because I installed the app on my Samsung phone and I was checking Foodpanda offer. So it's specifically mentioned that if you are using Tizen phone, you have to visit the Foodpanda website for availing this offer. Or if you are using Android phone, then you can use the Android app of Foodpanda. So it's interesting that way, because Foodpanda's app present on the Tizen phone would have been a seamless use case for this offer.
I think that's a fair point, and you would see a lot of evolution as we go forward on a lot of these services, for sure.
And secondly, regarding the My Galaxy platform, it's like an aggregation of deals, because many deals are from Coupon Dunia itself. So those seem to be, if I am using Coupon Dunia directly, I would be able to avail those offers or not.
It's really well beyond that, and let me explain it. My Galaxy, for one, is a great aggregation of the most important services, correct? But it's not only about services or deals, but it's about all of it coming together. And secondly, we, through our huge repository of consumer understanding and our engines on CRM that work, are able to identify which consumer may be seeking what kind of an experience or what kind of an offer or what kind of a service, and do very specialized, very targeted offers, deals, discounts, experiences, entertainment, all that we are packing today, and we would evolve over a period of time when we go forward with My Galaxy. So really, it's about content, services, experiences, discounts aggregated, best offered, and continuously targeted and evolving for that kind of a consumer.
So currently it offers coupon codes on My Galaxy, but supposedly, My Galaxy app, I would be availing a coupon code which I can use on the specific website or service for that offer. Would there be a...
You'll have you can talk to him separately on this. We won't have time to go for details.
There's
that side, please.
I am Subodh from Bharat Media. India is a developing country, huge number of population, afford middle class like low cost phone, while Samsung produce only high class phone. So have your plan to move middle class customer?
Being a market leader in India, we are in large part a market leader because we are a full range player. What we mean to say is that Samsung addresses practically all consumer segments in the mobile category in India. To further explain this, we are a smartphone player, we are a feature phone player, we are also into the category of tablets and accessories, and today you see a lot of the services story we are talking of over here. That's one part. Second part is, if you look at our device range, it spans across 60,000 rupee devices to 1,000 rupee devices in our feature phones. Our smartphones also start their journey for consumers in India at 5,000 rupees. So really, our effort is one to straddle all the important features and price points that consumers in India seek. The last point I would make on this question is that, it's not about price. And we've repeatedly seen and understood that in our experience in India. Consumers in India are not looking for lowest price, they're looking at the best value. And that really is our unstinting effort to give great value to our consumers. Today what we've announced in Z3, for example, the kind of value, and I described that during my presentation, potentially consumers may enjoy nearly 1,000 rupees or maybe more every month through using My Galaxy services. And over a period of usage and staying on the Samsung device and ecosystem and My Galaxy services, they would get the device's value or more back maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, this is Abhinav Pathak from Phone Bunch. The value proposition is understandable to an extent, but you are talking about people who are moving from feature phones. Feature phones don't cost about 8,000 rupees in India, and they probably never have. And then you are, then you are positioning this product so close to your 4G cable smartphones running Android, which have a plethora of apps. Today we didn't hear about any specific apps that have come to the platform. Actually, we didn't hear anything about the Tizen platform for that matter. So where is this platform evolving? We haven't heard about any evolution on that front.
Okay, I hear your question in two parts. One is on the Tizen platform, that's the latter part, and secondly, you're talking about, smartphone journey starting feature phones to smartphones, the price point that you're talking of. Let me take this part, which is the first part of your question, and maybe Dipesh could shed a bit of light on the Tizen part. Once again, from our standpoint, we have a full bouquet of devices, both on the feature phone side as well as on the smartphone side. On the smartphone side, our smartphone offerings to consumers in India commences at 5,000 rupees. Consumers have a very, very powerful choice starting 5,000 rupees. When we come to the launch of a Z3, our belief in the Z3 design and development has really been that why should a consumer get the very basic of smartphone experience and smartphone specs? Just because the consumer is moving up from a feature phone does not mean that he would not be willing to get and pay for the best kind of value and the best kind of experience that a smartphone ought to give and what he's come to expect of. So Z3 is really that melting pot of great hardware, great services, great design, UX experience, great rewards, deals and offers to get that kind of value back. And once again, it's rooted in one understanding. Consumers in India seek the best value, not the lowest price.
And Dipesh, I would like to request you highlight the Indian,
Tizen,
and India's contribution R&D.
Okay, my name is Dipesh. I head the R&D in Bangalore for Samsung. And Tizen, as you heard many times from Samsung, it's open source, flexible operating system that helps the partners of Tizen to deliver unique value to their consumers. So when we listen from the consumers, what they wanted, like Asim explained today, simple, rewarding, engaging, efficient experience. Tizen was built right there to provide these experiences. Tizen is light in resource. Tizen is, can save data because of the UDS that we added to the Tizen. So Tizen really helps us to meet the needs of the feature phone migrator to smartphone. The key concerns that he has, Tizen has helped us to meet the needs. Also, in the ecosystem, after we held the Tizen Developer Day in Bangalore, there's a lot of interest from many partners. Also, Indian consumers have enjoyed Tizen with Z1. That's why you could see that in 6 months, more than 1 million consumers have adopted Tizen. So ecosystem is very excited about this opportunity and they are with us to support this.
I'll take 1 or 2 more, that's it.
I'm Karthik from Indian Express. I want to add to his questions. Dipesh, this is right to you. What version of Tizen is it running? Is it 2.3.1 or 2.4 beta? What's the future of 2.4 beta? That's the first question. And then second part is like, is Tizen completely a SaaS model now? Because you have not spoken about the OS at all. It's all about service, right? So we need more clarity on that.
Okay, first question is easy one. So this runs Tizen 2.4 for the first time. So 2.4 commercial is available right there with Z3. And Tizen as an OS, like I explained, it's a flexible open source operating system which can be adopted by any product developer to serve their consumers. So Samsung, for example, we've adopted Tizen for smartphones, for televisions, for cameras, and so on. So we pick Tizen and we develop software applications and services on top of the OS and deliver consumer value in smartphones and televisions.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Thank you. I would now like to invite you all to experience our all-new Samsung Z3 in our demo zone that we shall be unveiling now. First-hand experience of the look and feel of this amazing addition to the Z series, the Z3. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the demo zone. Please do experience the all-new Samsung Z3, the look, the feel. Please know the product yourselves. And on behalf of Samsung, I would like to thank you all for your presence here today. We do hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did bringing it to you. We promise to keep exploring, keep innovating, keep discovering, keep inspiring, and most importantly, keep creating, in the sincere belief that you shall keep appreciating. For now, this is Supreet Bedi signing off. Do remember that lunch is served at the Maharaja Lounge. So do delight your taste buds before you leave. Thank you again for your time and your presence. This is Supreet signing off. Have a good day.